Icarus was given wings made of wax by his father. He flew too close to the sun, got burned, and fell to his demise. Zeus ate his wife because she would bear him a child that would usurp him one day. These are examples of stories of myths that we grew up on. Whether they're true or not is irrelevant. What myths do best is they help us make sense of life. Through myths, we take lessons on how to act and how not to act to achieve a specific outcome. They also serve as metaphorical lessons that help us strive for something greater than us. And this striving for more summons a better version of us. A version of us that's forced to grow and make the world a better place. At the risk of sounding like a low-budget Jordan Peterson, you should know that no matter how useful a myth is, no matter where a myth originates from, myths can also be dangerous things. Myths can either propel an idea into the limelight or disintegrate said idea into oblivion. When it comes to the NoFap community, some myths have helped the community to grow by making a lot of people adopt the practice. But on the other hand, some myths surrounding NoFap are making a lot of people lose faith in the movement. In this video, we go over the myths associated with the practice of NoFap. Look at what the scientific bodies of evidence say about these myths so you'll be able to separate these myths from what's real. The ability to do this will help you have a pleasant NoFap experience, and this experience will help you achieve your NoFap goals. So, without further delay, let's start with the big one. Myth number 1. NoFap isn't backed by scientific evidence. One thing I do when there are a lot of controversies surrounding a subject like NoFap is ask myself, what is approximating the truth regarding this topic? And more often than not, the best way to find what's approximating the truth is to follow the money. Think about it. Why is it that after all these years, the mainstream media will always recommend that you live hedonistically? They tell you to fap like there's no tomorrow. They tell you that NoFap is nothing but bro science. They say that there's no concrete scientific evidence to back NoFap. But if we follow the money, we'll see that the prom industry is a multi-billion-dollar per year industry. We'll see that building an addiction to fapping makes you susceptible to becoming addicted to other things like eating junk, binge-watching Netflix, playing video games like a mindless zombie, and always locking yourself indoors, so you'll always consume and consume and consume. And these are all multi-billion-dollar industries that thrive when you're always consuming mindlessly. So there isn't, and probably might never be, a motivation for the scientific world to go deeper into the side effects of fapping. But the notion that NoFap has no documented scientific base is nothing but a myth. It's nothing but a myth that's being purposely propagated by the mainstream so you won't want to break the cycle of your addiction to PMOing. And before you start quoting studies that show that masturbating is healthy for you and how the benefits of doing NoFap aren't substantiated, I want you to understand that I'm not saying that PMOing is bad. What I'm saying is that the compulsive need to PMO is bad. And the research supports this. If you're into finding out the truth or the scientific literature, I would recommend you read Gary Wilson's book, Your Brain on Prom. May God rest Gary Wilson's beautiful soul. Also, you can go to this page on his website where you'll find all the studies that show how PMOing can be addictive and all the damaging effects it can have on you. Myth number 2. NoFap will give me superpowers. I blame the NoFap community itself for the propagation of this myth. I blame the influencers and the YouTube manosphere for this one. Admittedly, I'm also a part of this problem. To get views and engagement, we push out content like this, or this content I have on my channel that's garnered a lot of views. We portray NoFap as something that you do that'll make you superhuman, something that gives you superpowers. In my defense, if you've been following my blog and channel over the years, you'll know that I always approach my content from a place of my truth. If you look past the clickbait titles and thumbnails, I always base my content on my personal experience or the scientifically proven literature. But even with that, I get that there are always people who will take these contents out of context. And when this happens, these people go into NoFap thinking that it'll give them superpowers. But you should know right now that the superpowers that are claimed to come from NoFap are nothing but a myth. Granted, depending on your level of addiction to PMOing, the first time you do NoFap, you might see so much difference that you're tempted to think these differences in your life are superpowers. But it's just like an Eskimo experiencing the warm weather of Africa for the first time. After a while, your dopamine level will recalibrate and these supposed superpowers balance out. One of the only unfair advantages that I can confidently say that practicing NoFap will give you is an increase in energy. And this increase in energy will be evident if you're the type that was deeply addicted to PMOing in the past. If you're the type that ejaculates almost every day, then this type of act must leave a dent in your energy reserves. And the reason why you must experience this benefit on NoFap is well scientifically documented. And there's a video up here where I go deeper into the science of this. You should check it out if you're interested in that kind of thing. And speaking of this unfair advantage that NoFap will give you, this brings me to the next myth that needs addressing. Myth number 3. NoFap will solve all the problems in my life. Most guys approach the NoFap challenge from the mentality that once they start doing it, all the inadequacies and problems in their lives will vanish into thin air. They'll think to themselves, once I start doing NoFap, I'll be confident to approach women. Once I start doing NoFap, I'll become a Giga Chad. Women will smell my retention and panties will start dropping. Once I start doing NoFap, I'll be able to focus like a supercomputer, achieve all my financial goals, and become super successful. But this notion is nothing but a myth that's been propagated by the manosphere influencers out there. This myth will leave you frustrated and disappointed and have you chasing your tails with the NoFap challenge. Don't get me wrong, NoFap can be the catalyst that gives you all these things and more. God knows NoFap changed my life, but NoFap in itself won't change anything. As I said earlier, one of the things doing the NoFap challenge can directly change is your energy levels. So it's left to you what you do with this newfound energy. Some guys spend this energy on several forums arguing about the validity and the benefits of NoFap. Some guys spend this energy scrolling their Insta looking for thirst trap images of models. Some guys spend it complaining about how everything sucks, how the government sucks, how the economy sucks, and how women nowadays suck. While some guys continue to waste away, some guys choose to spend this energy in the gym. Some spend it working on the goals that would take them to the next level in their career, their health, their relationships, and their finances. The takeaway is this: NoFap won't solve any of the problems you have in your life, but it will give you the energy to go after finding lasting solutions to those problems. Myth number 4. NoFap is a new movement. It might not be called NoFap back then, because there isn't high-speed internet adult content back then, but NoFap is as old as time itself. In its older and much different to what it is now form, it's referred to as semen retention. The origin of semen retention can be traced back as far as 8,000 years ago. In ancient India, the practice of semen retention was referred to as brahmacharya. Mahatma Gandhi, among other great people, was an adherent practitioner of brahmacharya. Ancient philosophers like Plato, Socrates, and Aristotle all discussed and practiced semen retention in one form or another. So, before someone gaslights you about the misconception that NoFap is nothing but a form of misguided horny teenage boys, let them know that the practice rests on the shoulders of ancient great men. But if you're on the NoFap challenge, and for one reason or the other, you're struggling to be successful in completing the challenge, you should watch this video up here that details the best NoFap strategy you'll ever see on the internet. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. If you found this video helpful at all, please destroy that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss it when I drop videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.